Hi everyone, my name is Misha Inner, and you are watching Poker for Life. The trip to Brazil took me about 30 hours, and pretty much directly from the plane, I found myself at the first match of our national team with Korean national team. On the same day, the national team of Brazil played, and looking at the city, it was very well seen. Plenty of flags and troops of sports fans in the streets showed that in Brazil, their national religion is football. Our people didn't surprise us with their performance, but could make us happy with a late comeback by the end of the match. The next day already, we left for Chapada, a very beautiful place near Cuiabá. Instead of usual hotels, in this trip we rented flats, which had enough space for us, and we were 6. But in Chapada, we stayed in a guest house, and it looked just like we came on a visit into a village. The excursion to the national park stuck in memory with its picturesque panorama and photogenic views, which immediately migrated to my Instagram. From the mountain, a view on Cuiabá opened, and at nightfall, there glowed the Arena Pantanal, where our team played its first match. Traveling with a big company undoubtedly has many benefits. Apart many regular and interesting discussions and absolutely different topics, I fully admired the total absence of organizational problems on my shoulders, as this role has been taken by more responsible members of our group. I had feeling that I went on vacation with my parents again. Having met the sunset, we finished our day with tasty dinner and cachaca prepared for us by the hosts of the guest house. Pantanal is rather wide moorland with specific flora and fauna. Our entertaining program included riding horses and boating as well as hiking with a guide. Although there was no wow effect on the first days, the feeling that the hotel you were staying is the only building within a radius of 10 kilometers was quite interesting. In the evenings after excursion, apart the World Football Championship, there also were held Pantanal Championships on Game Mafia and a game called Taboo. The most interesting meeting with the local nature happened during our walk along the river. Besides caimans regularly drifting by us, which looked more like big lizards and not severe alligators, we managed to see some unusual birds and fish, some real piranhas, which were then accurately fed to caimans first, and then to an eagle who came from the distance of about 100 meters, understood our plan, and didn't hesitate to catch the fish, which had just been let by us into the water. Our next trip destination was perhaps the most famous one, the ex-capital of Brazil, Rio de Janeiro. In Rio, there is situated one of the main stadiums of the world, Maracanã, that used to seat about 200,000 sports fans, but now only about 80,000 can be accommodated. Having broken through numerous cordons on the way to the stadium and found ourselves in that crowded bowl, we felt our skin crawl. The game Russia-Belgium made the stadium almost packed to capacity, and despite the Russia team's going love won, the emotions from being present were experienced in full. On the Copacabana beach, where we headed the next day, there was arranged a large fan zone from sports fans with a huge screen and different entertainments. Many fans, especially from South America, came to Brazil for the championship, but didn't visit any games of their teams and just were cheering their teams in fan zones and bars. The beach itself didn't impress us much, as the summer in Brazil is a winter season and it is cold to swim or sunbathe, but this fact didn't prevent people from doing both. The advantage of this season is abundance of free space, as during the carnival on beaches, there are so many people that in order to move there, you should learn to levitate. In the whole, people in Brazil seemed very friendly to me, and all those horror stories about criminal activity luckily passed by. Local people smile a lot and are always ready to help, but almost nobody speaks English there, and if you ask them a question in English, they will just start sadly pontificate you something in Portuguese, being completely sure that if they had some active gestures to their speech, you will necessarily understand all. This is all for now. In our next issue will be the helicopter excursion over Rio, Iguacu waterfalls, Buenos Aires, and many others. Don't forget to leave your comments and thumbs up. Also, subscribe to my channel to keep up with next issues. It was Misha Inner, member of PokerStars Team Online. Bye-bye.
I get lottery scratchers for Christmas now that I play poker. My uncles probably think I'm a big DJ and gambler, so they just give me a bunch of lottery tickets nowadays.